Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. Alright, so this article was sent to me by Kelly. Kelly is apparently a friend of the victim in this situation. Trans man hospitalized after being shot with a pellet gun while shopping for groceries. So this is, again, the real impact that comes from these stupid transphobic bigots posting their hateful rhetoric all over the place. It gets people all worked up and willing to do things like this. Like, it actually, like, I don't want to make this comparison lightly, but it's hard not to make this comparison. It is very similar to what Nazi Germany did to Jewish people leading up to the Holocaust. Like, they demonized them everywhere they could, got it to a point where people were comfortable doing hate crimes against Jewish people, and then that led to the Holocaust.
Yep.
So, like, this is legitimately one of the, like, if you look up the stages of genocide...
Oh, I was just about to talk about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, this is it. Like, we are in the process of getting, like, we're in one of the stages of genocide of trans people. And so, yeah, like, there's this one. There's also the trans girl in England who was stabbed 14 times this week. I don't even know. And then we get into that in this article, is that hate crimes during Pride Month are up. Like, the whole point of Pride Month is to get people used to the fact that LGBTQ people exist so that they can just live the rest of the time. A trans man was hospitalized after being shot 5 times with a pellet gun, and he said enough is enough following the attack, which left him absolutely traumatized. Of course it has, because like he was like a block away from his home or something when this happened. So, like, he's in his own neighborhood, and somebody did a drive-by shooting. Like, yeah, it's a pellet gun, but still, he had to go to the hospital to tend his wounds. So it's not like...
But, like, even if it's just a pellet gun, you're being shot... That's all you know in the moment. And it's hitting you in places, you can feel it.
He's also got multiple sclerosis.
Yep.
So he's probably more susceptible to...
Yep. But I mean, like, you know that it hit you, you know it's bleeding, but you don't know what internal organs are hit either.
Yeah. Yeah, no, pellet guns can kill.
So it's like, a gun is a gun.
Yeah. So he was shot 5 times around midnight in Pontiac, Michigan, while he was in his, like he's got MS, and he's on an electric wheelchair going to get his groceries, and somebody did a drive. Like, who shoots a guy in a wheelchair? What kind of sick fuck does that?
I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Why can't people just be good people?
So, yeah, he's traumatized by the attack, which happened less than 2 blocks from his home while he was going to the store for groceries in his electric wheelchair. He recalls how someone from a small beige 4-door car opened fire on him, shooting metal bullets from a pellet gun 5 times, hitting him once in each leg, twice in his side, and once on his wrist. They drove away shouting slurs and laughed after they shot me. All I could feel was fear, and I fled. I felt like there was a spotlight on me, and I needed to get off the sidewalk and onto my street. Yeah.
So one thing that I'm implying into this statement, which I like my implication in a sense. He said that I needed to get off the sidewalk and onto my street. So it seems like on his street, he might actually have, like, support. It sounds like it. Because he didn't say get into my house. He just said get onto my street.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm hopeful at least the people in his vicinity are supportive, like,
hopefully,
because I mean, this is a traumatic experience for him, and he still has to continue to live in that neighborhood. So knowing that you have a community who is going to look out for you can make all the difference in the healing process.
Yeah. So he said he was close to having a panic attack when the police arrived. He called his husband, who then called an ambulance for him. He was probably in shock. And he said he headed back home as he bled from the 5 wounds, and shortly after he was taken to the hospital for treatment. And he says he's speaking out about it because enough is enough. It's 2023 and attacks like this shouldn't be happening. They should never They should have never been happening. Never should have been happening. No one should have to live in fear for being their authentic self. I'm hoping that my story will help others speak up, that my voice will be joined with others that have suffered until we are a crowd and we are loud enough to finally be heard and changes can be made to protect the community. So like, yeah, this is why I chose to cover this one instead of the stabbing stories, not only because it was sent to me by someone who knows this person, but because like I feel like the more publicity that more stories like this get, the more sympathy people will have.
Yeah.
It's like wherever you stand on trans issues, do you really think it's okay to do a drive-by shooting of someone as a joke? Someone who's in a wheelchair?
But I wouldn't even say it's a joke.
They thought it was a joke. They were laughing about it as they drove away.
Yeah, but I don't know that they were doing as a joke. They just find being mean funny.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the two. And I think they just find being mean funny.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I chose to cover this one, because like I want to get more coverage out there, like as if my tiny little channel is really going to have that big of an impact, but like every little bit helps.
Yeah, but you never know as well.
And I said, even if I'm not alive to see it because of my health issues, I don't care about me. We need to do something. And yeah, so Pride Month in 2023 saw an increase in hate and extremism. There were at least 145 anti-LGBTQ plus extremist incidents reported in the U.S. during June's Pride Month this year. So, yeah, that's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.